What's up guys, Alex from Upkeep here. Today I'm going to show you how to install cabinet knobs using a cheap $11 cabinet jig. A lot of times in new build homes, everything is not included. So what the standard home is, that's what you're gonna get. In this case, none of these cabinets, I don't know if you can see this one, none of these cabinets have any sort of hardware. The owner wants the house to have some hardware to kind of make it stand out. I've already installed all the ceiling fans from the previous videos. This is kind of the last touch before it goes on the market. All these little added things can help the home stand out. So I'm going to show you how to quickly install cabinet knobs, and hopefully you guys learned something. You can do it at your own house. Now you're going to need a drill. Again, 5/16 drill bit is pretty standard with most knobs. Tape measure, and then again, these are the Align It cheap cabinet jigs. They are really awesome. Come in handy when you're needing to do knobs, pulls. Today we're just doing knobs, but even pulls, it comes in super handy. So let's get started. You're gonna take your vertical cabinet jig, just like this, line it up with the door. Depending on where you want to put the cabinet knob is kind of depending on what hole you drill through. This one I've been drilling through the bottom three because it kind of centers with this far, I guess, piece of wood on the cabinet, and the bottom piece of wood on the cabinet, the trim. So what you'll do is take your drill bit, nice and slow, get it started, and then go all the way through, give it a little bit of and come through. You'll be left with a hole just like that. Now, I went this way with that door. This time we will flip it and use that same hole to center it on the other side. Make sure you hold it tight against the frame. Again, don't go in crooked. You want to go straight, start slow. And then all the way through. That's going to come out a little bit, and one more time in. And you're left with two very clean holes. Got some sawdust on the side there, just like that. If you look from far away, it might look a little bit off, but if you notice, this cabinet here is just a little bit higher than this cabinet. So now you're gonna put your knobs in. These are what they look like. And they come with two different size screws to attach them to the cabinet with. These doors are pretty thin, so we're gonna have to use a smaller screw. Now, what you'll do, stick that screw from the back, obviously, and then just twist that on. Most of these you can hand tighten, but some of them you might have to. Final product on the doors, as you can see, pretty nice. Now, that cabinet is so far off on the left side, it's crazy. It makes it look almost like it's uncentered, but the camera is making it look a little worse. This door right here is just not on there. Nice and easy. Now the next one is gonna be the drawers. Now this one has the square piece that it comes with that centers, it hangs off the top and centers. So what you'll want to do, I've already had it started because I've done the other house, but if you're new or not knowing what the measurements are, you will measure across. This one is 15 3/4. So I know that in the middle here, you can divide 15 3/4 by 2, and I think I got 7.875, something like that. 7.875. So what I'll do is I come across here, 7 right there. And then I know that this one from top to bottom is just over 5 inches. So 2.5 inches is pretty much on center, which is this line here on the jig. It's 2.5 inches. It's labeled. You can tell the label. It's really hard to see on camera, but there is a label that says 2.5 inches. So I like to measure twice just to be sure. Go across, and we are still right on center. You will then take your drill again, hold that jig as tight as you can. The drawers are a little bit thicker. So now you will take your knob again. This time I'm using the longer screw because like I said, the drawer is thicker. This is the trim part of the cabinet that's a little bit longer. And then screw this in. This one, if I do remember, I did need to use a screwdriver for this one. Yep. Let me get my screwdriver. Not this one. And just hold it in, and you can screw that on there as tight as you would like. And then you look at it, and you have a dead center pull. Pretty easy. All right, so got all of the cabinet pulls completed. Nice little project for easy money. Make sure you know how to use a tape measure and a drill, and you're pretty much done. Now I'm gonna do these last two. I'd ask text the owner and see, did you want these last two above the fridge? Because sometimes they don't. They said yes, so we're gonna get that done. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Just wanted to go over a couple things one last time. When it comes to the drill, make sure you go slow if you're not used to using a drill. Make sure, let the drill bit do the work. And I know it's a little bit nerve-wracking when you're about to put a hole in a brand new cabinet, and the last thing you want to do is make a mistake. So that is why that jig is so essential. It makes it super easy, so you cannot mess up where you're going to drill. And you can get those poles, I think, for they're like $50 for a pack of 36, something like that. So you can certainly take care of one kitchen, if not two, like we did there, and get your kitchen looking a little bit better. The one thing I like about having poles is that over time, cabinets will wear and you'll lose the stain or the paint on them from the oil of our fingers when you're opening the drawers or the doors, and you'll see it fade over time. So you either have to repaint them or you have to wash them all the time. So having poles is really nice also to keep the cabinets clean. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks again, like and subscribe, and I will see you at the next one. Thanks.